Hey there. Today we're talking mind maps. NotebookLM is really designed to be a learning tool and is suggested to be used for academic purposes. However, if you are a content creator, there are several elements that you may want to use. We're going to look at one in particular in this video. You may already be familiar with Discover Sources, which allows you to bring in new sources to your notebook to manipulate them. You can also manipulate your sources by writing in elements. This will influence what the notebook produces. You can also influence what the notebook produces by adding in your own notes. So, for example, if you were to click on Add Note, write in a key principle, and then turn that principle into a source, you can influence what the AI produces. One of the reasons why you might write in a new source would be that Notebook now allows you to create an interactive mind map. So, based on the sources that you have and that you have listed, you can click on this button that says Mind Map. And NotebookLM will create a mapping of the content you have placed in your sources. You'll click on this button that says Mind Map. You will then see your mind map in the studio area. When you click on the studio area, you will then see a visual representation of what it is that you have. What you'll notice is that these are loading tools. However, you can download the entire mind map. The mind map will be downloadable as a PNG file and in most web browsers. Now, what you can do is you can print that PNG file as a PDF file. Now, obviously, you have multiple nodes, and those nodes are not going to be clickable inside of a PNG file. If you're going to reproduce this mind map and you're going to reproduce it outside of NotebookLM, you'll need to make sure that when you click on this element that you'll see the expanded nodes. Those expanded nodes refer to this document that you see here in your chat area. We can then close up this node, and what we're going to need to do is to save this note. We can make sure that when we save the note that we click on top of it and give it a numbering convention. This is node 1 or whatever numbering convention that you want, so that when you go back, you'll know that this document is related to what you just produced. Now, it's important to save that note because if we refresh this, for example, and if we were to click F5, you'll notice then that the chat goes away. We produce the content for the node. However, we have saved the content here in our studio when we click Save to Note. So again, if we click on top of the node, we get this content. And now if we expand this, we're going to be able to see the entire arena. Now you're going to have to move your mouse and size it up in order to see it again, so you can see the visual element of what it is that you are discussing. However, the information for the node will then be in your chat area. And remember, you're going to have to save each one of these to a note so it doesn't disappear when you have to refresh the notebook. There you have it, and I will see you in another video.